just decided to listen to Jordan Peterson, 12 Rules for Life. So just started listening to the book. For me, as a content creator, to see his process of how he realized that this is the book that he wants to write, it was interesting. Just finished part 1, rule 1, stand straight with your shoulders down. Well, just this reminder was helpful for me. I was practicing walking with shoulders down, straight. I feel more confidence when I just change my posture. And you can do it just like that. Still listening to rule number 2, which is, I think, quite helpful. Treat yourself like you are someone that you want to help. He starts this chapter going on and on about evolution, about feminine and being masculine and order versus chaos, and then he dives really deep into Adam and Eve's story. He sort of assumes that I believe in the Bible and Christianity and God. The best part of the book so far, rule number 4, section, many good games. I actually opened the book right now so I can read it while listening. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. He talks a lot about self-awareness. He asks very specific questions that can get you to think. Who are you? You think you know, but maybe you don't. You are, for example, neither your own master nor your own slave. You cannot easily tell yourself what to do and compel your own obedience. How much can you sacrifice to your partner before generosity turns to resentment? What is it that you actually love? What is that you genuinely want? Before you can articulate your own standards of value, you must see yourself as a stranger. Then you must get to know yourself. I think these questions are very useful because we can actually ask ourselves these questions and change the way that we think. All the rules are good so far. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Rule number 3 was about surrounding yourself with people that want the best for you. And then, to be honest, first part I'm skipping, subtitle. Old Testament God and New Testament God. I'm not interested in the biblical perspective of enough biblical perspective for me. Chapter 5, infants are like blind people, searching for a wall. They have to push forwards and test to see where the actual boundaries lie. Very refreshing. Very refreshing. Instead of putting it in the sand and thinking everything should be like utopia. I like that. I listen to it more intently. As far as I see it right now, the structure of the book, he mentions a rule. This is the rule. And then it's like one part of a debate. He sort of explains the rule in terms of these are the reasons why this is true. So I listen to rule 7 right now, and it's very long, a bit tedious. And then there's this part, and I'm going to skip it. I started listening to it, but I'm going to skip it.
Christianity and its problems.
Christianity and its problems. I don't know, I don't care about Christianity, and this is not why I'm reading the book. So I'm skipping this part. I want to go to rules 8, tell the truth, or at least don't lie. Well, that's good. And rule number 9 is probably my favorite so far. It's all about listening, but not just listening to other people, also listening to ourselves. And the second thing with rule 9 was extremely helpful for me, very practical, and I actually try to do it right now. So he suggests when you are on the stage talking to people, don't think as if you're sharing an idea with an audience, but talking to a specific person. So I just finished listening to the book. It's full of knowledge. So overall, my biggest maybe criticism about the book, but maybe it's only me, was the structure. So even though it is structured with 12 chapters, one for each rule, I still found myself getting lost maybe for me it was just too much information to digest, especially when he talked about religion. So in the scale with knowledge and power, knowledge is extremely high. There's so much knowledge and information in this book. And the power is also there, pretty solid. He does give you practical advice about things that you can do in your life. For me, some chapters were too tedious. I couldn't follow all of them. And I find it hard to remember some of the things that I read. But this is it. So I already have his second book waiting for me to listen to. I'm a bit tired after listening to this book. It was a lot to dissect. Maybe I'll come back to it for the notes. We'll see.